Good evening. We start tonight with the rise in knife crime and the assertion by the Metropolitan Police Commissioner, Cressida Dick, that there is some link with the fall in numbers of police officers. The Commissioner was speaking a day after the Prime Minister insisted there was no direct correlation. The number of young people under the age of 17 who've been victims of knife crime in England has nearly doubled since 2016, according to the latest figures. Our Home Editor, Mark Easton, has more details.
A youth in a balaclava with a knife. The video of this incident in Lancashire yesterday quickly went viral on social media. No one was seriously hurt and police quickly made arrests. But once again, knife crime is Britain's waking nightmare.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Will you go back?
What else can be done? What can we do to prevent young people getting involved in knife crime?
The Commissioner of the Metropolitan Police spent the morning trying to reassure the public. Was the recent spike in stabbings down to cuts in officer numbers, she was asked?
There's been more demand for policing and therefore there must be some link between violent crime on the streets, obviously, and police numbers. Of course there is, and I think everybody would see that.
Her comments appeared to contradict the Prime Minister, who yesterday said this.
There's no direct correlation between certain crimes and police numbers.
So is that right? Since 2010, the number of police officers in England and Wales has fallen from around 140,000 down to 117,000 last year. At the same time, the number of violent crimes causing injury has also gone down from about 1 million incidents a year at the beginning of the decade to around 600,000 in recent years. The figures don't offer compelling evidence that more officers means less crime. Murders are up. But attempted murders are down. Knife crime is up, but gun crime is down. It's not that straightforward.
The Prime Minister told the Cabinet today the government's response to knife crime went beyond the police to what she called a whole government approach. There were hints of extra resources, with ministerial meetings being urgently convened. Right now, there is an air of crisis.
Why do you think people carry knives as a young person yourself?
Because there might be people after them, and for protection they might...
At the Crib Youth Centre in North London, 13-year-old Anthony is taking part in a knife crime awareness course.
Be honest, do you think people can protect themselves with a knife?
It depends on what situation they're in.
They worry about cuts to police here and cuts to youth services, but they also worry that the wider community is not taking its responsibility.
Yesterday we was called to an area where a young person was getting jumped and beat up. We ran out and went to that area. There was people in the area, other adults in there, just standing around. And there was a group of about 35 young people around one child. It's our responsibility as well, not just to stand there and let these things happen.
So we go left, right, and then...
The Mayor of London at a youth forum today and the Home Office are both looking to fund the front line, both advocating a public health approach to knife crime, treating it as you would an infectious disease. Some go further, arguing we need to provide therapy to vulnerable young people.
I mean, knife crime and youth violence is a communication to society that something's not working. And it's really about understanding the young person from their perspective and really holding in mind that also they're perpetrators, but they're also victims. And I think when you hold those two positions in mind, you can develop a sense of empathy and understanding, which allows you to go forward in a different way.
As police in East London search for clues to the apparently random stabbing of 17-year-old Jodie Chesney, family members today backed calls for longer jail terms for carrying knives. People want it to stop, but experience tells us there are no quick and easy solutions. Mark Easton, BBC News.
And a teenager has been